Morbid Echoes. A symphony of shadows calling to the lost and the damned. Each whisper a secret spilled like crimson wine dancing in the dark. Can you hear it, my dear? The haunting melody of choices unmade, lurking just beyond the veil. Your soul shall tremble at the choices that await.
If you dare, stay with us. Here, every echo brings forth a new darkness. It's suffocating. How can we even breathe in this madness? The shadows twist and turn, and I can't help but feel the weight of it all. It's maddening. This place, it thrives on despair. In the 1950s, a family moved into the old house at the end of the dirt road. The father, feeling uneasy, paced the living room one evening.
I swear, I keep hearing things up there. It's like something's watching us, you know?
As he spoke, whispers echoed from the basement, sending chills down his spine.
They don't want you to stay. They linger in the shadows. Waiting.
The father froze, his heart racing. He looked towards the basement door, his voice trembling.
What do you mean? Who are they? Is this some kind of joke?
The ghost's voice faded like a breeze, whispering secrets of the past.
The ancient ones. They guard this place. You should leave while you can.
Panic set in, and the father rushed outside, standing in the middle of the road, repeating his fears.
They don't want us to stay. They don't want us to stay.
The family abandoned the house, leaving it to rot, but the whispers remained, haunting all who dared to approach. In a quiet town, a curious neighbor often whispered tales of the veiled woman. She had warned her friends about her presence, a shadow lurking where families vanished.
You see, she appears in old houses. They say if you ignore her, she comes for you. Just like that.
The neighbor's eyes darted around, clearly unsettled. Suddenly, a soft, eerie voice floated through the air.
Beware, dear friend. The veiled woman watches. Her eyes are empty, yet full of hunger.
The neighbor shivered, pulling their jacket tighter.
What do we do? Should we leave a light on? Call someone?
The ghostly voice lingered, echoing in the stillness.
Ignoring her is a grave mistake. She thrives on silence and fear.
The air grew heavy with tension, and the neighbor's heart raced.
I won't ignore her. I'll leave a like on every video.
And with that, the townsfolk learned the importance of heeding the warnings of the veiled woman, for she was always watching, waiting in the shadows.
In a small, forgotten town, tales of the woman in the veil sent shivers down the spines of the bravest souls. The locals avoided the house atop the hill, especially after sunset.
Blimey, mate, have you heard about her? They say she was left at the altar, poor thing. Now she haunts that old place watching everyone.
A townsperson spoke with a mix of fear and intrigue. The moonlight cast eerie shadows as whispers of the past filled the air.
Ah, yes. The veil she wears is a shroud of sorrow, binding her to this world, seeking a soul to accompany her in eternal twilight.
The townsperson's eyes widened, captivated by the story.
So, what happens if she chooses ya? Do you reckon she follows ya home? That'd be a right fright, I tell ya.
A chill swept through the air as the mysterious figure stepped closer, the shadows deepening.
Once chosen, her presence
is inescapable, lingering like the scent of roses in decay.
The tension hung thick, and the townspeople began to murmur amongst themselves, glancing nervously at the house.
Huh, well, I ain't going near that place. Not for all the tea in London.
And so the legend grew, with each retelling deepening the mystery of the woman in the veil, forever watching from the shadows. Oh my goodness, I really hope you're joining us. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more exciting stories just like the ones we've been sharing here. It's going to be so much fun, I promise. Let's dive into these adventures together. Yay! In a dimly lit school hallway, a curious student named Alex stood before an old bathroom door. His friend, Liam, was hesitant to follow him in.
Come on, Liam. It's just a silly legend. What's the worst that could happen?
Liam shivered as he glanced at the flickering lights above.
Alex, you know the stories. They say the bathroom blonde watches ye from the mirror.
Alex rolled his eyes, but felt a twinge of unease.
It's just a tale to scare kids. Let's do the summoning. We'll be legends ourselves.
With a gulp, Liam reluctantly nodded, and they stepped inside. The air turned icy as they faced the cracked mirror.
All right, but if we see her, I'm out of here.
Alex grinned and shouted, "Bathroom blonde," as he flushed the toilet. The echo of laughter bounced off the walls, making Liam jump.
Did you hear that? We should go.
Just then, a pale figure with sunken eyes appeared in the mirror, dishevelled blonde hair framing her ghostly face. They froze in terror.
Okay, maybe we should run now.
They bolted from the bathroom, leaving only their racing hearts behind, forever marked by the legend of the bathroom blonde. In a quiet 1950s town, a farmer named Joe stared at the strange lights hovering over his field.
Well, I'll be. What in tarnation is that up there?
The next day, Joe shared his sighting with the locals, drawing the attention of a curious journalist. But soon, two figures appeared at his door. They wore immaculate black suits and stood rigidly. Their skin seemed unnaturally pale, and their eyes never blinked.
You will forget your observations. It is imperative for your safety.
Joe's heart raced as he processed their mechanical voices.
Forget? I can't just forget what I saw.
The agents exchanged glances, their expressions unreadable.
Compliance is mandatory. Speak of this to no one.
Terrified, Joe nodded, feeling the weight of their presence. As the agents departed, he whispered to himself,
What have I gotten myself into?
And from that day forward, Joe lived in fear of another knock at his door, knowing the men in black were always watching. In a dimly lit bedroom, a young man named Sam sat up in bed, drenched in sweat, his heart racing. He had heard whispers about the rake, but never believed it would visit him.
Yo, what's going on? I can't shake this feeling. I keep seeing something at the foot of my bed.
Sam's voice trembled as he glanced around the dark room. Suddenly, a shimmering figure appeared in the corner, revealing a fortune teller, her eyes glowing mysteriously.
Beware, dear soul. The rake is a watcher, not a mere beast. It thrives on your fear.
Sam gulped, feeling the weight of her words settle in the air.
You mean it just watches, like every night?
The fortune teller nodded, her voice a haunting melody.
Yes, it observes and studies, feeding upon your dread. Speak of it no more.
lest you invite its gaze. Sam's eyes widened, realizing the gravity of her warning.
So what do I do? How do I get rid of it?
The fortune-teller leaned closer, her breath like a whispering wind.
Face your fear, and it shall lose its power. Only then will the rake retreat into the shadows.
With a nod, Sam felt a spark of determination ignite within him, ready to confront the darkness that stalked him. In the dimly lit confines of a French prison, a guard stood watch over the mysterious prisoner known only as the Man in the Iron Mask.
Good evening, my lord. It is quite the enigma you present to us. What secrets do you hide beneath that mask?
The prisoner, shrouded in darkness, replied with a voice that dripped with an unsettling charm.
Ah, dear guard, secrets are but shadows in the night. What would you give to know my true identity?
The guard, slightly unnerved, adjusted his posture, trying to maintain his composure.
I dare say my curiosity is piqued, yet the king's orders are quite clear. Speak not a word that could reveal who you are.
The prisoner chuckled softly, a sound that echoed ominously in the stone walls.
Orders, my good man, are a cage as confining as this mask. Would you not wish to know if I am of noble blood or a mere traitor?
The guard hesitated, his mind racing with possibilities.
A noble bloodline? Or perhaps a traitor? The tales of your existence baffle the mind. Yet, the truth remains a dangerous game.
The prisoner leaned closer, his voice lowering to a whisper.
Then let the game begin, dear guard, for every mystery has a key, and perhaps one day I shall reveal mine.
And thus, the silent dance of intrigue continued in the shadows of the prison, where secrets linged like a haunting melody.